This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by A&A Companies.
There are clear signs that maybe you need to be thinking about replacing your home HVAC unit. Rising energy costs, frequent repairs, uneven heating and cooling, all big clues that it might be time to upgrade.
It might seem like a Herculean task, especially when it comes to shelling out the cash for the new unit, but it doesn't have to. Not when we have someone like Mindy Allen Townsend, Vice President of A&A Companies, in your corner. She joins us today in Historic Studio D.
Hi, how are you, Mindy?
So tell us, when it comes time to replacing HVAC, you have a lot of different options. What are they?
So you have your ductless option, which is room by room comfort. You have standard heat pumps and air handlers, gas furnaces and condensers. You have a dual fuel option, which is a gas furnace and a heat pump. So you have heat, when something should break. And then you also have the geothermal option.
Yeah. And although we try to hang on to our old units as long as possible, you really do save money in the long run with the newer units?
Yeah, so our refrigerant just changed from R410A to R454B. Those units are going to be more efficient. The federal government has regulated that the efficiency has to increase. So every year or every couple of years, the energy efficiency rating goes up. So when I started in the industry, we were at a 12 SEER. Now we're at a 14 SEER 2. That's your base SEER. That's the lowest SEER you can get. But you can go all the way up to a 20 SEER. The higher the SEER, the higher the more energy efficient it's going to be. When it comes to the most energy efficient heating and air conditioning system, it is going to be a geothermal system or a ductless system, which is room by room comfort.
Okay.
So are there tax incentives for switching?
Yes. So with standard heat pumps, it's up to $2,000 on the cost of the contract, but it has to be 15 SEER or higher. Geothermal, there's a 30% federal tax credit available to new installations of geothermal or residential replacements of geothermal, as well as we are offering some incentives this month. So if you replace your geothermal system, we're offering $2,000 as a discount to replacing your geothermal system. We're offering a ductless special, which is $750 off of a new ductless installation, and it can be any brand. And then Delmarva Power in the state of Maryland actually has come out with a new rebate program, which is $2,000 per system for geothermal if you install or replace it and have Delmarva Power in Maryland.
Wow. Okay, so with the geothermal, what is involved with switching over from like a traditional HVAC unit to geothermal?
So taking out a heat pump and an air handler and putting a geothermal system in is invasive. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but your ductwork can stay the same as long as it's in good condition. The main difference is you're taking out an outdoor unit and an indoor unit, which is what makes one system, a heat pump and an air handler. And a geothermal system can be one unit as a whole. It's what we call a package unit. It can sit in a garage, a closet, underneath the house, etc. But the main part of it is the loop field. We have to drill a loop field in order for geothermal to work, because that is what geothermal is. It heats and cools your home by the temperature of the ground. So that's the invasive part. We have to have a well driller come in, drill the loops. We have to tie them in. So all in all, it's about a 5-day project from start to finish to take out a geothermal system, or take out a heat pump and install geothermal, or just install geothermal in a home.
Okay.
So how do we figure out what we need for our home?
It really is creature comfort. It's what you're comfortable with. I have geothermal in my house, and I can honestly say if I built a house tomorrow, I wouldn't put anything else in. My mother and father-in-law are used to gas. They will only have gas heat. So it really is a creature of comfort. Whatever gas is going to provide you the hottest heat, geothermal is going to provide you the more constant heat. Ductless is going to provide you room by room comfort. So if you have a 2-story house and you only use the upstairs sometimes, it's perfect because you can shut it off or turn it way down by a remote control. So it really is a customer preference on how you're comfortable, and then also what you're looking to get out of it. Are you looking for a system that's going to last you 15 to 20 years? Or are you looking for a system that, a heat pump's average is 7 to 12 years now? So it really is what a consumer has in mind.
And you have some specials going on right now at A&A?
Yep. So like I mentioned before, we have a replacement geothermal system special, which is $2,000 off any new geothermal system. We have a ductless rebate, which is $750, and a heat pump rebate, which is $500. All of those are good until the end of April.
All right, sounds good. Mindy Allen Townsend with A&A Companies. Thank you so much. A lot to think about there.
Thank you.